This is the Hammer of Stendarr, a weapon of one of the divine gods. It has the highest base damage in the entire game. It also is the heaviest weapon, coming into 1,000 units, and the weakest weapon, with only 100 health. The tremendous weight of this hammer, coupled with its weak condition, make it impractical for actual use. So you're saying this thing is heavy, it's clunky, and it's useless. That sounds perfect to me. So here we are, making another character. This is more hammer, since we already had the hammer. I'm making a red guard this time. Need 3 skills, really. Blunt weapon, for obvious reasons. Plus, it helps with Sunder. The second is going to be Short Blade, in order to use Keening later. And the third is going to be Alchemy, because I will be abusing Alchemy in this run. The rest don't really matter. But I also go with the Lady to get more health early on, and here's my papers. I'm going to start off by stealing some limeware and visiting Teriel. I get some pants because I accidentally took some off, and then I head to Balmora. Just kidding, I go to Nissus. I think because I need to kill a member of the Dark Brotherhood, that I might be able to join the Imperial Legion and sleep in the barracks here in Nissus, and the guards will help protect me against the assassin that's trying to kill me. So I take a nap, and nobody cares that I'm being assaulted by an actual assassin.
Why are you away? Why are you away from your post?
This is Morrowind. I was actually really surprised that the guards didn't try to help defend me, but I'm pretty sure that no guards will attack any human NPC to help defend you. So I try to take this assassin out with my fists, but then I remember it's kind of against the spirit. So I just go to Cool, make my way over to Fort Frostmoth, and loot the commander's library as well as his limeware set. On my way back into Aldrun, I go ahead and join up with the Mages Guild so that I have discounted services, and I sell my stuff in Caldera between Creeper and Varric. Then I head over to Necralia in order to purchase a Grandmaster Mortar and Pestle, because I'm going to need that. But then I do some training, and after a nice long day of training, I head into the Fighters Guild barracks to take a well-deserved rest in order to level up. I'm setting some character stuff here, just give me a second. As he rests and closes his weary eyes, he's disturbed in his slumber by an assassin. Oh no! We're gonna pretend this is the first assassin that attacked us. He wakes up and realizes he can't move. Oh, there's a weapon. How'd that get there? It definitely wasn't council commands. And Stendarr's might helps smite this evil assassin, and then the hammer's gone. Yeah, I kind of needed to cheat in the hammer just so I could actually be able to go over to Mournhold in order to steal the hammer in the first place. So that's just how it kind of had to work out. I also head over to Telfir early because I can go ahead and do the treasure hunt. Dagoth Ur also has a set of limeware dishes that I can take, and I use a scroll of Icarian Flight. It's a little bit clunky, but I eventually make my way upstairs. I'll need one of them later, but for right now, I can waste a couple. Doesn't really matter. I can go ahead and grab that amulet to teleport back later, and I can sell all the stuff that I got during that treasure hunt to get more money. So here I am in Sadrith Mora. I need to gather some ingredients. I'm looking for restocking ingredients, specifically these 3 items. First is ash yams. These fortify intelligence and strength. Second is bloat. Bloat fortifies intelligence, and Drekwax fortifies strength. Between those 3 ingredients, I can make potions that fortify intelligence, and also potions that fortify strength. I'm not going to make those potions right away. I want to wait until I have a higher alchemy level, but it's important to know where these things are, and these traders might have other restocking ingredients that I can use. I get really lucky, and the first shop owner I walk into, the apothecary in Sidrith Mora, has restocking Drekwax, and the healer next to the Imperial Cult Shrine has both Ash Yams and Bloat. So in order to level my alchemy up, I actually go back to Caldera, because the vendor in the Caldera Mages Guild sells 2 ingredients that are right next to each other that both drain willpower. This lets me level up alchemy very, very, very quickly, because it doesn't matter what the potion does. As long as I successfully make it, then it gives me the experience. So I can make stupid potions that are actually useless, but they still sell for the same amount, and they still give me the same amount of experience. This is a quick way to get some quick experience. Once I hit level 100 alchemy, I make a run over to the Urshulaku camp, not because I need to worry about the main quest, but I'm going to overshoot the Urshulaku camp and head over to Valen Varian, which is a Dunmer stronghold. It is protected by a bunch of orcs, but I can just sort of run past all of those orcs towards the Propylan Chamber, because in the Propylan Chamber is the Master Alchemy Trainer. Now, I don't really need any more training, but the Master Alchemy Trainer also sells a complete set of Master Alchemy tools. Not Master, Grandmaster, excuse me. Now, some of the tools you technically don't need. Technically speaking, I don't need to buy the Alembic, because the only thing the Alembic does is it reduces the strength and duration of the negative effects that are on your potions. Because I'm not planning on making potions with negative effects, I don't need this, but it looks cool, so I'm buying it. Now, with my newly obtained Grandmaster set of alchemy tools, I can take some of these stacks out and make a few potions. Now, the first batches of potions that I'm making aren't going to be for later use, they're going to be for right now, so that I can fortify my intelligence, and then all of my potions are better. So I make potions and drink them one by one. I stop, and we can see here I have nearly 500,000 intelligence. Now I can make a few more for later. I call them brain power. And I can make my strength potions, which I just call the juice. I don't know what it is. It makes you really jacked. It's probably steroids. And then I make a couple fatigue potions. I name them 8-Day Energy because it's like an energy drink, but it lasts for 8 days. Scary stuff. And I need a few health potions, of course. Cans containing the essence of life. Very appropriate. Here they are, and all their effects, each strength potion giving me about 15,000 extra strength. And now I need to make my way over to Mournhold in order to procure my hammer. The hammer is currently being held at the Museum of Artifacts in Mournhold. So I need to figure out a way to steal this hammer that weighs 1,000 pounds. I figure I might just be able to hide behind the banister and do it, but one of the High Ordinators does sort of look this way. I get the idea to just kind of run up to him to gather his attention, and then run down the opposite set of stairs from where I just was to keep his attention focused on me. And that way, hopefully, I can just pick it right up. And fortunately, that's exactly what happens. So now I have Stendarr's hammer. I also make a silly potion that just gives me a huge telekinesis range. And I make my way into Red Mountain to start gathering the artifacts that I need. This is where I decide it's going to be really annoying to try to repair my hammer in between each fight. I just start using console commands to spawn hammers directly into my inventory. Think of it like Stendar giving me more hammers anytime I need them. I don't know. It just, especially once enemies start blocking with shields, it's going to be annoying. But Ash Vampire goes down, one hit. Nice. There's a journal. Make my way to the next citadel. Hit another Ash Vampire. Once the hammer actually connects, it's a one-shot. Again. Granted, I do have well over 100,000 strength, and with that amount of strength, I'm doing such a ridiculous percentage of bonus damage that most enemies in the game don't have a chance to survive. I also stopped by this ancestral tomb in Red Mountain because I never said I couldn't wear armor, so here's some armor. I look real cool. Onward to more citadels. I can go ahead and grab another book. And the last citadel, this one gives me Sunder. So with everything in hand, I just need to get to Vivek. I persuade the Arcanon to give me the key to the palace. And Vivek doesn't want to talk, but I let my hammer do the talking. It's even a one-shot on Vivek. With the Odd Dwemer artifact in hand, I use the amulet to teleport to this Daedric ruin, which, once the Dremora Lord is dead, gets us right back to Telfir. I did make a potion without very many buffs to just fortify my health, called it knee pads. This is going to help me survive once my health is destroyed by equipping Wraithguard. But with Wraithguard in our inventory, that's exactly what we have to do. Go ahead and put it on. And I decide I want an upgrade, so sorry, Divyeth.
3 blessings.
I have Daedric armor now. And here's the jump all the way from Telfir into as close as I can get to Ghostgate. Well, I can see the Ghostgate, so that's close enough.
Dagoth Ur welcomes you, Nerevar, my old friend. But to this place where destiny is made, why have you come unprepared?
Need hammer. I decided I want to try to fight Dagoth Ur in this form because he's a little bit stronger.
How can you kill a god?
I'm not taking very much damage because that Fortify health gave me a ton of health. And yeah, as expected, one shot and he's dead.
Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy.
We're going to run into a little bit of a problem here. Just because I have a ton of strength and I can kill most things in one hit, that's all well and good, but well, what if I kill the thing that I need to kill in 6 hits in one hit? This is actually a way to soft lock the main quest. If you destroy a Kulakan's heart in one hit, then it just dies and you didn't actually destroy it correctly. So I try a couple different things, nothing really works, but I decided the best way is to sleep off all of my buffs, which takes a really long time. Wait, hold on. So that Fortify health potion was sort of a double-edged sword. 1, I took a lot of fall damage when I landed on my way to Red Mountain, and 2, Dagoth Ur did a lot of damage to me. So what I need to do is quickly make my way back, make a few more Fortify health potions, and I want these Fortify health potions to be as good as they can be. So obviously I drink some of my leftover brain juice potions. Here's my Fortify health potion, made with all the trimmings. I don't skimp on anything. And I can go ahead and drink my Fortify health potion so that I can actually go back to Red Mountain and sleep all of my strength increases off. Once this happens, we're golden, and I can go ahead and equip Sunder as the game intended. Strike the heart 1 time with Sunder, and miss, and then 5 times with Keening. 6 times with Keening. I think I missed one. I thought maybe Dagoth Ur respawned, but no, Dagoth Ur is just dead. Apparently he's a god, but I can still kill him. So with that, I go ahead and float back up to the top. And then I can see what I've done. Goodbye, Akula Khan. And that's the main quest done.
You are free.
I decided I should also probably go and do Mournhold. Because, well, I don't want to do the entire thing. I just want to be able to kill Almalexia, because I already killed Vivek. I feel like it wouldn't be fair if I didn't kill Almalexia too. So I've got to do a few quests. Got to kill a couple goblins. Gotta kill a couple elves. This is where the shields are really annoying. I killed a lot of the goblins on the way in too, and they were a pain because they have a really high chance to block. So basically, every enemy with a shield takes 2 hits to kill. The first one destroys their shield, and the second hit kills them. And that was pretty much for the rest of the game. If something had a shield, then I needed 2 hammers to take care of them. Yeah, you should have a bad feeling about this. You don't actually need to cleanse the shrine. Sorry, bud. And here's Balazar. And there he goes. So I have Balazar's Maze Band. And Balazar's Maze Band is actually the only thing you need in order to have access to Almalexia. So here we go. I have 5 High Ordinators and Almalexia to fight. I was kind of surprised at how much I was missing, but because I have nearly unlimited health, it doesn't really matter. That one didn't block. Oops. When there's so many enemies, they just hit stagger you a whole lot. I just need to land a couple hits. This is one of the reasons I was thinking about making a Fortify Agility Potion.
No escape.
And Almalexia is the only one left. Save the best for last. And she's dead. I go ahead and just take Hope's Fire, and there we go. The challenge is complete. Completed the game with only the Hammer of Sendar. But are we really done? Everyone knows that Gaynor is the true final boss of the Tribunal DLC. This squirrely little wood elf is insanely strong once he comes back to get his revenge. We wait a couple days, and here's the fight. I cannot land a hit. I spend 15 minutes trying to wail on this little bastard, and I just can't land a hit. So I decide it's time to make that Fortify Agility potion I said I would, and we're going to go back and try again. Here we go. Well, that goes to show that the best weapon in the game, once you can figure out ways around its shortcomings and also cheat as many as you want into the game, you can kill just about anything in one hit. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. Goodbye. It has the highest base damage of any game